Hello and welcome to today's program on Mind to Mind. My name is Princess Dami. Thank you for tuning in to Princess Dami's Mind, where I share whatever is on my mind without holding back. If this is your first time on this channel, kindly subscribe so that you may be notified whenever I release new videos. And many thanks to those that already subscribed and those that contributed to the discussions on other videos. You're all appreciated. Well, what is on my mind today is to discuss how to be positively successful in life, which is the part 2 of this series. If you haven't watched the part 1 of this video, I would encourage you to kindly do so, because it was quite informative. Yes, there are two types of success. One is a positive success and the other one is negative success. So one can be positively successful or negatively successful, depending on your choice. So negative success is the one whereby people cannot gain from. The kind of success you have that people cannot gain from. Or one that doesn't impact lives, but rather destroys lives. One example of this kind of success is the invention of microwave, which causes radiation in food, and that which could lead to cancer in human being. The second example of a negative success is the invention of nuclear weapons, which is meant to defend as well as to kill people. The third example of negative success is the invention of a chemotherapy for cancer patients, which kills both the good and the bad cells. The last example is when people go to university to study medicine in order to become a doctor and then be able to care for sick people. But after graduation from medical schools, they become evil genius by adhering to negative medical ethics, such as the depopulation agenda, by allowing or administering fatal vaccinations in children, which causes diseases like autism. So in every case, negative success has no God in it. Positive success, on the other hand, has God in it. An example of a positive success is the creation of clean water that has no fatal chemicals in it. Or say an invention of building structures that could stand the test of time and disasters such as flood. So on this program today, I'm going to be focusing on encouraging you to be positively successful in life. So please sit back and enjoy this video. So my goal in this video is to encourage you to move on in life, to use your strengths, skills, and talents to achieve success in life, knowing that with God, nothing is impossible. Let me repeat that. So my goal in this video is to encourage you to move on in life, to use your strengths, your skills, your talents to achieve success in life, knowing that with God, nothing is impossible. So I'm going to give you 15 secret truths about success. 1. Real and lasting success starts with God. There's nothing you want to do in life. If you're not starting with God, it's not going to be successful. It's not going to be positively successful. You know, we're dealing with positive success now, okay? So whatever you do in life, whatever success you're looking for, must start with God and end with God. Second, there's no small success. So if you achieve something small, don't think, oh, this is small success. Every success is good. Every success leads to a bigger success sometimes. So if you're trying to go, if you want to move higher, you start from, you can start on a small scale. So there's no small success. Number 3, success must be aligned with God's purpose for your life. So if you don't know what God has purpose for your life and you just keep doing something else, you're not likely to be successful. So it's just going to be like a waste of time. You're going to have to go back to whatever God purpose in your life and start all over again. Some people studied, let's say, architecture, Eventually, when they finished university and everything, they couldn't get a job in it, or they got a job in it and they're not really performing excellently. So they had to like go back and do maybe something else, might be tailoring, you know. So you need to, so success must be aligned with God's purpose in your life for you to be successful. Number 4, to be successful means to impact others' lives. If your success does not impact lives, then it's not really success. That might be maybe negative success. Number 5, willingness and ability to serve others brings success. Number 6, success starts from within when a dream is born through divine inspiration. For you to be successful, that dream that you have must have been given to you through divine inspiration within you for you to say, yes, I'm going to be successful at this. Because what happens is some people copy other people. If you're copying people, you're not going to be successful. Because that dream of someone else you're carrying about is not your dream. It's not a divine inspiration from God for you, so you're not going to be successful. Number 7, success requires focus and meditation on your dream. So when you have a dream, yes, and you want to be successful at that dream, you need to be able to meditate and focus on that dream. So if you're like deviating, trying to like do something else, or you're being distracted, you do something else today, you are going to do something, you're a teacher today, tomorrow you are a bricklayer, and the other day you're not focused. When you're not focused, you cannot be successful. So success needs focus and meditation. Number 8, giving to the world brings success. That is clear. Number 9, divine inspiration brings divine opportunity. When God gives you an inspiration, a dream, a purpose, it gives you such purpose through divine inspiration. And when it gives you divine inspiration, definitely it's going to create a divine opportunity for that dream to happen. So divine inspiration brings divine opportunity. Number 10, success comes when you are wise enough not to underestimate the power and magnitude of God in your life. So you cannot be successful without God. You cannot be successful when you undermine the power of God, because your success is going to be connected with God. So, and if you don't believe that God can do something or can do it for you, then you cannot be successful. So your success requires faith in the power of God. Success is enhanced when you involve God and carry God along in achieving your dreams. That's number 11. Number 12. Success is an endless circle as long as you are still alive. So success never ends. It's not like when you achieve something today and think that's the end of success. No. Success is an endless circle. As long as you're still alive, you keep being successful at various things, different things. For instance, you might be successful at graduating in university. Yeah, you've graduated, you've become an accountant. That is a success. Then you move on in life, then you look for a job, you get a good job, that's another success. After the good job, then you think, oh, I want to get married now. You get married to a very nice person, and that is, you have a successful marriage, that's a success. After that, now you're thinking of, oh, I want to have children, then you have children, that's a success. Okay, you have children, you're bringing up your children in a good way, and your children are becoming really good children and everything, that's a success. So success is endless as long as you're still alive. So you can't say, well, I just have one dream and that's it. As long as you're alive, you will continue to have success. Number 13, divine success is timeless, unique, and permanent. When God gives you a dream, a purpose in life, such success is divine and is timeless. Because when God gives you like a vision or a dream and says, okay, I want you to this is your purpose in life. In most cases, you will not know when that dream is going to come to fruition, because it's a divine success. It's not like the normal worldly success whereby, okay, I'm going to give myself 10 years to achieve this. I'm going to give myself, it's good to have forecast. But when a success is divine, inspiration from God, the dream is from God, then such dreams goes by God's time. It happens through God's timeline, not your one. But as a human being, you can, set aside time for yourself. Okay, by 2 years' time, I want to achieve this. By 2 years' time, I want to have 4 children. By 4 years' time, I want to have a good wife. That kind of it. So you can have your projections, but the end result, the one who has the final say at the timeline of your success is God. So divine success is timeless, unique, and permanent. And whatever dream God gives you to purpose for in life is always unique. Always unique. And then it is permanent. Number 14. Appreciation and gratitude to God brings more success. Yes, those who knows how to thank God for even the little things that they think God has done, they succeed in life, because God is always happy when we appreciate Him, when we are grateful for everything that is done for us, no matter how small. Well, when you are very, very grateful to God, then He blesses you the more, because you make God proud, you put smiles on His face, so He's going to do more for you. So appreciation and gratitude to God brings more success. Okay? So number 15, never bite the finger that feeds you. Be grateful to your angels. So anyone in life that God has sent your way as an angel to help you, because nobody's an island. You're not an island. For you to be successful, you need people. For you to be successful, you need God's favor. And when God is going to be favoring you, He's going to send some people in your way. It might be friends, it might be neighbors, it might be anybody, it might be strangers. And some people will just come your way to do certain things in your life. It might be friends. Those people are called angels that God has sent your way to favor your life. And when they're done, and then you are now progressing, or you are now successful. Never bite such fingers. Never bite such fingers. Some people have gotten married to the best men in life, men that really shaped their lives in various ways. But after some time, they were very ungrateful. They make the man sad. They make him really sad, and maybe even destroy his life at the end of the day. And such are the fingers that really fed you. So in such cases, when you bite the finger that feeds you, you're not going to be successful in life. Even if you think you're temporarily successful, it's not going to be permanent. That is a secret. That is secret truth about success in life. So some people, for instance, will say, okay, they get married to somebody because the person has US citizenship or UK citizenship or whatever, and they use the person and dump the person and move on, and they think, oh, they're going to be making it later. No, such is a temporary success. They will never succeed for life. It's going to be temporary. In fact, some end up in tears and in regret. So never bite the finger that feeds you. Okay? How to know God's purpose for your life? How do you know when something is God's purpose for your life? So I'm going to go through these eight ways that that will let you know that this is God's purpose, or certain thing is God's purpose for your life. Number 1, when you have passion to do something or become something, that you know that that's God's calling. It's telling you something. When you constantly think of doing something or becoming something, something is always on your mind. You want to do this, or you want to become this. Oh, I love to become a fashion designer. Oh, I love to be drawing. Oh, I love to become a doctor. And it's always in your subconscious mind. You're always thinking about it, or you just think, oh, I love to be a nurse. I love nurses. When I see nurses, when I go to hospital, I feel like, oh, I'm really proud of them, or I can be proud of them, then God's purpose is calling. God is telling you something in your spiritual realm. Number 3, when you receive divine message through dreams or visions, sometimes God might come to your dream and tell you, that this is what He wants you to do. You might be having a dream again and again. The dream might be repeating itself. Yeah, when you start having such dreams, God is telling you something. Or some might have a vision. Or maybe God sends somebody who is like a prophet to you and give you a vision. It might not just be one prophet, it might be different prophet. Anywhere you go, they say, oh, and someone pray for you and they go, oh, Madam, God is telling me that you're going to be a teacher. You're a teacher. Okay. Another time you meet another prophet, is, oh, Madam, God is saying that teaching is your way, is your life. I saw you teaching some children or teaching. Then you know that is a divine message from God. Number 4, when people prophesy it into your life or see you as becoming it when you have not discussed it with anyone. For instance, people just look at you and say, oh, you look like a doctor. Oh, actually, when I saw you, I thought you're a pastor. You look pastor. Oh, the way you sound like a nurse. You know, when you have people saying the same thing to you all over again, when they don't even know you, and you've never discussed anything with them, and they keep telling you that, oh, you look like this, or I feel you are this, or when I saw you, I think you're an accountant. Then you know that it's a prophecy into your life. So that might become a purpose for you for your life. Number 5, when your passion has elements of impacting and imparting life. So when you have a passion that is gonna be a good advantage for other people, yeah, it's gonna impact other people's lives or impart their lives, then you know it's God's purpose for your life, because every success in life is linked with imparting people's lives. If your purpose in life is not imparting life, definitely it's not from God. Okay. Number 6, when you feel restless or unhappy for having not achieved it. So like you now got something in your head, you got this passion roaming in your mind all the time. Oh, I want to become a doctor. I want to become a doctor. And each time you're restless for having not achieved it, or you have not started doing anything in that line to achieve it, and you're so unhappy, you're always thinking about it, and like, oh God, I think I should be enrolling to universities now. I want to go and read medicine. Oh, I want to go and read accounting. Oh, I wish I could be a real estate manager or whatever. And it keeps, you feel restless or unhappy when you have not achieved it. Then you know that thing is a purpose for your life. And until you achieve it, then you become happy. Number 7, if your success will bring you deep joy, fulfillment, and makes you proud of yourself. Yes, eventually, if you know that if you achieve such a success, and it's going to really, really make you happy, you're going to really feel fulfilled in your life, then definitely it's God's purpose for your life. Number 8, if your success will glorify God. Every success must glorify God. If your success does not glorify God, then it's a negative success. It is a negative success. Like I said earlier on, if you went to a school of medicine to become a doctor and eventually you become an evil genius, so such evil genius career can never ever glorify God. Let's go. So divine success is timeless and permanent, just like I said earlier on, but not in your control. It's not in your hands. If divine success is not in your hands, so it's in the hand of God. Because of that, you cannot strategize to achieve it. Just like every worldly person strategizes to achieve it. Therefore, you have to be connected to God to attain it. So connection with God is what will make you have success in life. If you're not connected with God, you're going to go astray. So it's a secret of success. You're going to go astray. So you need to be connected with God. You wake up in the morning, God is your number one. You're going about in the afternoon, your daytime, doing your stuff. You have God in your subconscious mind. You come back home in the evening, God is the last thing last person you're communicating with or doing things with. Yeah? So you need to be well connected with God to be successful in life. Nobody has positive success in life without being connected with God. To be successful is to serve humanity relentlessly. So there's no success that does not involve human being, because you're going to be creating services to human beings. There's nothing you want to do. Okay, let's say now you want to get married, and that is your goal in life, that you want to get married. Okay, so the person you're going to be marrying to, you're going to be impacting that person's life. So okay, you're a woman, you want to get married to a guy, yeah, to a boy, to a man. Definitely when you marry that man, there's something you'll be contributing to the life of that person. Okay, because the man will leave his father's house to join with you. Then he will need somebody to help him with his cooking, to help him with advice, to help him with various things, So you're there imparting his life in various ways. And if you're a mother as well, you're imparting the life of your children. If you're an accountant, you're imparting the life of the life of people your organization is serving. Okay? Maybe your organization serves sick people, for instance, and you happen to be an accountant for that organization. So indirectly, you are imparting life by working for that organization to make things work well for that organization in terms of resource allocation and financial management and stuff like that. So to be successful is to serve humanity relentlessly. If you're not ready to serve humanity, forget about success. Nobody in this life is successful without serving humanity. If you look at Bill Gates, all those people that made computers, or Steve Jobs or whatever, they're serving humanity, doing one thing or the other. Negatively or positively, they're at least serving humanity. Yeah? So no road to success can be faster than God's road. Some people want to take a shorter route to success. Yeah? There's no road to success that can be faster than God's road. So you have to be in line with God for you to be able to make it in life, to be able to be on the same road as God. So if you want to take a short route or whatever, no, that's not it. That's not God's road. You want to take a faster route. Some people will be doing drugs because they want to get rich. That's not the road of God to success. Yeah. So no road to success can be faster than God's road. So you need to be on the road that God is on for you to be successful in life. So usually people say there are 3 basic necessities in life. Now I'm going to give you the real primary basic needs in life. They're not just 3. It's not just food, shelter, and clothing. There are core basic needs in life that people need, which is like the primary success you need before you can begin to now think about the secondary success in life. Every human being in life needs these primary basic needs, which are God. Number 1, you need God. When you have God, then you have an identity. A man or a woman that has no identity in life can never make it. You have to know who you are in the Lord. You have to know who you are. Because when you don't know God, then you don't know who you are. You're going to go astray. God gives you your identity. And then He gives you a purpose in life. Your purpose in life identifies who you're going to be or who you are. Okay, so when God gives you your divine purpose in life to say, okay, you're going to be a nurse or you're going to be a doctor, then He's giving you an identity. But your identity is in the Lord. Who are you? Who are you in the Lord? Who are you in this world? So you need to be connected with God to know your identity. Okay? It's because your identity is in God. Number 2, everybody needs food, shelter, clothing, good health. Without food, you cannot go ahead to say you want to achieve something bigger in life. Without shelter, you can say you want to become something bigger in life. Without clothing, you can say you want to become something bigger in life. Without good health, you can say you want to go about when you're sick. And then without talent, skill, knowledge, or education, which gives you power, you cannot become anything in life. So you need your talent or skill or knowledge or education for you to move on in life. So it's a basic necessities of life. And who gives you talent? God. So your talent is given to you by God. Your skills and knowledge could be given to you through training or education. And those things empowers you to move on in life. Then the last, which is not the least, is the happy family. For anyone to succeed in life, to move on to the secondary basic necessities of life, like success, the secondary success stage of life, you need to have a happy family. Happy families start from your nuclear family, which is like your mother, your father, your sisters, your siblings. Yeah. Then that moves on to like when you then even get married, to your husband or to your wife. If you're not happy in your home, if you're not happy with your children, you're not happy with your husband, you're not happy with your wife, success is very, very difficult to achieve. Yes, you may achieve food, shelter, clothing, but you might be suffering to even get good health if you don't have a happy family. If you don't have a happy family, you might not be able to use your talent and skills in a productive way because maybe you are confused. Yeah. So, but if you already have any of these basic needs of life, you're a successful person already. Then you can move on to acquire your dreams in life. That's the way it goes. So you cannot skip you cannot skip this to go to a bigger dream in life. These are the basic things that you need in life: God, food, shelter, clothing, good health, talent, skills, knowledge, education, then happy family, functioning family, not dysfunctioning family, functioning family. Okay, let's go. There are main keys to success in life, and these are 10 things that I've written down here for you. The first one is God. Like I said earlier on, God will let you know what your purpose is in life, your vision, your dream. Yeah. When you know your purpose in life, then you need Holy Spirit for direction. So this is what the business, what's it called now? The MBA student call strategy, or people that did master's degree or business study, they call it strategy, or business people call it strategy. Yeah. In my world, I call it direction. Okay. So when you have God, who gives you your purpose in life, which now breathes into your vision or your dream in life, then you need Holy Spirit for direction. It's Holy Spirit that will let you know that, okay, now this is your dream, this is your purpose in life, this is how you're going to go about it. It's going to be directing you. Yeah. So if you like, you might then write them down and call it strategy. Okay. But it's Holy Spirit direction. Some people go to experts, like business stuff, business gurus or business consultants to help them draw up strategies. Yeah. Well, that is good as well. You might have somebody to, but then if you don't know your purpose in life, anyone who draws up strategies for you is going to be wasting his time. So you need God and Holy Spirit for purpose in life and for your direction. Now, faith. When you have a business or you have a dream in life, you need perseverance and focus. And for you to do that, you need to have faith in what you're doing. And your faith is about you having faith in what God has purposed for your life. So if you don't have faith in what God has given, has revealed to you as your purpose in life, then you're going to lose focus. So for you to persevere and to focus, you need faith. You need to believe. You need to believe in that purpose that God is giving you. You need to believe in that direction that Holy Spirit is directing you. In other words, Holy Spirit tells you this is your direction, go this way, then you go and employ somebody, maybe, like I said earlier on, a management consultant says, okay, this is where I want to go. Can you help me to draw up in a real life situation? Okay? But you need faith. Then the fourth thing that you need is people. No matter what you do in life, no one is an island. You need people. You need to be able to carry people along in your project, in your dream. And your dream, and the people start from your family as well. So your foundation will be the family, the people you're talking to, your husband, your wife, your daddy, your mommy, your siblings. Then from that stage, you need people. Perhaps when you now start this business or this dream you're going into, you need to employ people to help you to move on, to move it forward, because you're not going to be able to do it by yourself. If you want to become a doctor, or you want to have a doctor wants to have a clinic, you're not just going to be the only doctor in there. You need people that you're going to employ. You need nurses. You need admin staff. You need people. Okay. So the fifth thing that you need is intellectual property through education or knowledge. So which now boils down to your talents, your skills, your education, which empowers you. It's called intellectual property. Okay. So when you have that, whatever you want to do in life, you need skills. You need talent. The talent might be given by God. The skills by human being. Maybe you go to school to acquire it, or maybe you go and learn it through, training or something. Then number 6 is talent or skills, like I've just said, for creativity. Yeah. So talent comes from God. So you can be creative. Then the 7th one is land. Land is very, very essential for anyone in life to be successful. It actually begins because when you don't have land, you may have the skill and intellectual property and everything, and then just work for people. But if you really want to acquire big successes in life, maybe you are thinking big now, then you have to start with, after the number 1 to 6, you need to acquire land. It might be farmland, it might be residential land, it might be commercial land. Once you have a land is used for so many things. You can use land for so many things. You can build your business on a land. You build properties on a land. Because even your first home is going to be built on a land. Okay? So when you have a home to yourself, let's say your private home, that's a success. Now, let's say you've even had your own private home, residential home, then you want to build more for others to live in. You need land. Because when you build more homes for other people, then you can maybe sell it to other people, make more money, whatever. So whatever you do in life, you need land. Land should be in your subconscious mind about something you must acquire. Yeah, because when you acquire land, you can acquire property. Or even if you don't have land, at least you can buy properties. Maybe properties is built on the land anyway, so you can have properties. So people who go after land or property, make it in life. They really do make it in life. Another way of being successful in life is to be able to invent something for problem solving. Anyone who knows how to solve problem becomes really, really successful in life. So you must be looking out for where there are problems, and then trying to think about solutions to such problems. So when you solve problems in life, you're impacting lives. Those who are solving problems are the ones that are successful in life, that really, really make big, big money in life. So invention for problem solving is the key to success. Number 10 is transferable invention. When you invent something that solves problem, and if that invention is transferable, then you're going to even make bigger money because you are imparting life. Yes, let's say for instance now, people that Bill Gates and Steve Jobs that created computers and all that, yeah. If they just sit in their own home, in their own sitting room, and just made one computer, definitely they're not gonna go far in being successful in life. They won't, because they'll be making maybe 10 computers in 10 months or in a year. But when they transfer the knowledge to somebody else, employ other people and show them how to do it, by showing others how to do the same thing that they are inventing or they've invented, they're imparting lives, and they're actually expanding their horizon as well. So transferable invention is very, very essential. So don't invent something and keep it to yourself. When you keep it to yourself, you're not going to go far. No, you're not going to go far. So you need to transfer such knowledge to other people so that you can become bigger. The bigger you are, the more money you make, or the more successful you're going to be. So success is not just about you making money, it's about imparting lives. Okay? So when you impart lives, you make more money. Those are the keys to success. Now, when you want to be successful in life, you need to eradicate fear. Fear is one thing that pushes people away. So 3 areas people are afraid of is people. They're afraid of people. They're afraid of criticism. Or what are people going to say? They're afraid of failure. They're afraid of not having family and friends to support them. They're afraid of their competitors. Oh, I don't have adequate skills or expertise. Or what's the market share? Oh, somebody is really doing the same thing. They've got the biggest market share or the bigger competitors. Or can I really compete with those companies and stuff like that? And some have fear of financial risk. Oh, not enough capital. I don't have enough capital, or lack of external funding. Maybe banks will not give me funding. I need big funding to do this, And some, they have bad debts or credit. And oh, I'm in debt. I'm not going to be able to do this. Yes. And some are afraid of investors. What am I going to be able to please my investors? Are people going to be investing into this project, whatever? So it's called project fear. So you need to eradicate fear at all costs if you want to be successful in life. So you put all this fear behind you. Like I said, God has purposed something for your life. You must allow Holy Spirit to direct you. Then you need faith to carry on. So when you have all those things, you will be able to eradicate fear. But if you don't, if you're just like ordinary human being and you're not connected with God, this fear will be pushing you so much that you will not be able to do anything in life. Another thing is for you to be optimistic. You have to have a right frame of mind by positive thinking to life and achieving your goals. You need to act with confidence, have fun and enjoy life. You have to reject negative attitudes and frame of mind, and you need to love yourself. Yeah, if you don't love yourself, nothing happens. You must love yourself. You must embrace people and let your outward appearance be attractive. All these are positive attitude. Okay? So you need to be optimistic by having positive attitude. Then you have to think big. When you think big, you have to be confident about what you want to achieve. Do not underestimate your values, your skills, your knowledge, your experience and passion. The higher you aim, the more you will achieve. So let the sky be your limit. Do not settle for less. Visualize your dreams and live it. So when you have a dream, yeah, about you have a vision or you have a dream about you want to become something, yeah, in life, you need to be to visualize it. Sometimes you may need to keep drawing it down, A long time ago, I wanted to achieve something, a particular property. I was still very young then, When I sit in my office during lunchtime, I will take a paper, I'll be writing that house I want for myself. I will draw it. Sometimes I will draw a stadium. I want to have a stadium. I will draw it and everything. And because I'm able to visualize it, it really helped me to achieve it in the end. So visualize your dream and live it. And sometimes when you live it, it's like when you believe that you've really achieved it. Yeah, you've achieved it. You understand? You have to believe, you have that faith. You live like, okay, you want to be a queen, you want to become a queen, for instance, or you want to become a princess, you want to marry to a prince or something, you want to become a princess. You start living the life of a princess before you meet your prince. And if you're a prince, you want to marry a princess, if you're a man, you want to marry a princess, you have to start living like a prince. Wear clothes like a prince. Wear clothes like a princess. And when people see you, they will be looking at you, are you a prince or are you a princess? Because you're already living it. You're living a life of a princess, which is going to attract a prince or a princess to your life. So you need to visualize your dreams. It's very, very important. Now, an example of how to think big is this. You are into fashion designing or tailoring, and you're doing it alone. When you do it alone, you're not going to go far. But when you think big, you will employ others and go into partnership like this. So there's a difference between you doing it alone and you employing others or going to partnership. When you go into partnership, you pull resources and skills together to gain bigger market share. Also share burdens and success. So what this lady is going to achieve is going to be very little compared to what the owner of this industry, of this firm, is going to achieve. Can you see? She might be making maybe 2 clothes a day. But when you go bigger or you think bigger, you employ others, they may be making even maybe 50 clothes a day. You understand? So when you think big, it goes a long way. It helps you to achieve your goals. So don't do it alone. Don't go alone. Okay? Don't do it alone. So, self-assessment and appraisal. You need to examine yourself. You need to know yourself. You need to know your weaknesses and your strengths, your personality and degree of willingness to succeed. You need to deal with your weaknesses and utilize your strengths. Okay? You have to know your standard and what you want in life. So when you know all of this and you examine yourself, and this way you'll be able to identify your values in life. So if you don't do self-assessment and appraisal, no, you're not going to go far in succeeding in life. Otherwise, you'll be forever like copying other people. Somebody is doing something, you're following them. Somebody is doing something, you're following them. Meanwhile, people have different weaknesses and strengths. You cannot say, okay, because my friend is doing this, I'm going to be doing the same thing. My dad is a lawyer, so I want to become a lawyer. You need to do self-assessment and appraisal of yourself so that you'll be able to identify your values. Okay? Now, so when you identify yourself, then that will help you to know your passion. Because you identify yourself, you've assessed what you like, what you don't like, So identify what you have passion about. Your passion will inspire and motivate you. So because you now know your passion, you can follow your passion. You need to be proactive if you want to be successful in life. So you decide what you want to do, decide the direction you want to take, then you start moving along that direction. You have to strike a balance by alignment. Balance your work with your life by doing what you enjoy doing and love. When you don't do that, you're going to be far from success. So you need to strike a balance by alignment. Balance your work with your life by doing what you enjoy doing so that you don't get stressed. So you need to align your career or business with who you are. Okay? If you if you know that you have passion to care for people, you want to become a doctor, don't start going to McDonald's to work and say, okay, you want to go and work in McDonald's. Try and look for related jobs or skills that can help you to move along to get to your destination. Now, take intelligent risk. You need to be able to think longer term. Okay, if you want to be successful in life, think longer term. Focus on long-term satisfaction rather than immediate reward. All right. Some people want quick money. They will just go and do drugs. At the end of the day, they get themselves into trouble. No, that is not how to be successful. You focus on long-term satisfaction rather than immediate reward. Be prepared to face the risk, but focus on your goals. Measure your risk and have a planned action for mitigation. So every time you have a planned action, you can keep changing your planned action according to your resources. Okay, and then, because when you have a planned action and you follow your planned action through, sometimes it doesn't go the way you like. Maybe there's a bit of variation. So you need to look into mitigation. You mitigate your risk. All right. So there's something like low level risk, upper risk, medium risk, whatever. So you measure your risk to see where you are at in your plans. So never put all your eggs in one basket. Take professional advice on financial matters. If you're not you don't have knowledge of financial management, you might need to take professional advice or help you through. Okay, so don't just do it alone. That's why you need people. You need to carry other people along in your project, in your dream, in your goal in life. Okay, to be successful, you have to set your goals. Set your goals. Have targets and time frame. Be focused on things that would help you to actualize your dream. Be clear of your goals. So set a clear goals. Don't just do different goals every day, different goals. You need to know what your goals are. Have a target and time frame for such goals. Quantify your goals. Simplify it, prioritize it, and delegate. Be disciplined to implement. If you're not disciplined, you cannot set a goal. You need to be disciplined because you need to stick to your goals before you can say, okay, you want to implement a particular goal. So measure your performance, appraise your outcome, refine your goals. When you appraise your outcome, you appraise the outcome of your goals, then you can be able to refine it. Okay, this is where I've gone through, this is where I am at in my goal. Okay, what do I need to do next? Okay, I'm going to refine it to make it better or whatever. So you refine it, according to the resources you have, or according to the circumstance that you are in at the time in question. Now, you need to use what you have to get what you need. Everyone is blessed with the talent and opportunity. So you need to recognize an opportunity when it comes your way. Utilize the resources you have, regardless of how small it seems. Some people will say, oh, I don't have anything. Sometimes you have enough to start you off, but you just can't see it. So you need to sit back and evaluate those resources within your vicinity, within your environment, within your reach, and begin to use them, begin to utilize them. If you are unemployed, create a job for yourself. And if no one is employing you in life, don't just sit down there and mourn and do a pity party. You can create a job for yourself using your skills and the available resources. You might ask me how. First acquire relevant experience by working voluntarily with an organization. For instance, now you have a skill, you've been to college, or you have a particular talent, but no one is employing you. You might approach the relevant organization for voluntary work. Work there voluntarily to acquire more practical knowledge. And when you do that, they can later become self-employed and create a partnership business if you want. Then you can move on in life. For example, you might have a plot of farmland, or you might buy a plot of farmland, but you need like maybe 10 plots of farmland, but you can only afford to have one plot. So you buy one, and you're thinking, oh, I want to grow so many plants, so many foods, but one plot of land is not enough. Or I want to do something else on the land, but I can only afford one plot of land. With one plot of land, you have to think. You have to utilize your resources wisely. Think about what you can do with one plot of land. How can you be creative that this one plot of land can be utilized to do various things? Okay, for instance, you've got one plot of land or farmland. You can do something like this. On one plot of land, in the middle of one plot of land like this, let's say this is the middle, or maybe on the side, you might create something like this kind of, what's it called now? Cone structure that goes up into the sky, whereby it's going to create more space for you on the sky, yeah, on the top like this, whereby you can maybe build your office or build more things or do some more farming on there with steps going onto the staircase there. So invariably, what that means is you've utilized this one plot of farmland to create another land on top in the sky. You understand? So invariably, you're having like two plots of land in one farmland, one plot of farmland. Or you might do something like this. You might just demarcate the land into sections for different usage, like this woman has done. So there are different ways you can utilize your resources, but you need to be creative. You need to think positively. Sit down, think about it. What can I do with the resources I have at hand? For instance, we might want to rent a place to do your retailing, but you cannot really afford a bigger shop. You might approach people that has a big company like this, car company like this, and they have a small space between here and there, and you can see this small space, and they're not really using it. You know, you might approach them and say, okay, can I build a small retail shop in here, maybe to sell my soft drinks, or you want to sell something small, just within this small space. You can approach people like this company and go and talk to them, negotiate and say, okay, if I rent this space, how much will you take from me? So this space is obviously not going to be as expensive as you going into offices, into bigger retail shopping mall to rent a place. Because these people might not need this small space and it might be useful for you. So you can now build a little bit of a small something, retail something here for you. Maybe you want to sell drinks or whatever, or you want to serve people that are coming into this car company. Maybe when customers come to see them, you are the one selling refreshments to them. So you just have to be creative to move on in life. You need to be able to motivate yourself. Self-motivation is essential. Don't wait for people to motivate you. Be self-motivated. Be independent. Do not depend on others to make your moves. Your drive. Let your passion drive you. You have to have a drive. Let your passion drive you. Okay? Your passion and vision must give you energy to carry on. Be cautious of your associates. Whoever you mingle with in life can make you or break you. Your chosen associates could make you or break you. Move with people that have your interest at heart. Move with people of higher caliber. Let your network of contacts be relevant and useful. Yes? If you want to be supplying refreshments, let's say you want to be supplying popcorn. Popcorn is what you want to be supplying. So make sure like your network are people that are selling food or whatever. You cannot want to be selling popcorn and you're moving about with doctors. You're moving about with accountants. You're moving about with hairdressers. Okay, so move higher. Move with people of higher caliber or people with the caliber of what you want to achieve in life. Let your network of contacts be relevant and useful. Don't waste your time on people that will not add value to your life or those that will put you down. Move with people of integrity and honesty so that they could provide you with honest appraisal of your performance in your career or business. So make sure that you have good friends that can tell you truth. Positive criticism is good. They can positively criticize and say, look, this is where you're going, this is where you are at, and this is what you're doing wrong. So you must have people like that are honest, people of integrity, that will be able to tell you the truth about yourself. You need to surround yourself with good associates. Then embrace correction and change. When people be open to different viewpoints, allow positive criticism, disallow resistance to change. When people tell you something, yeah, they give you criticism or tell you, they praise what you've been doing, try to be calm, to think about it, to embrace the correction and the change. That is how to be successful in life. Be determined. You need to be determined. Determination sets winners apart. Don't give up when the going gets tough. Like I said, don't give up. Because when you have faith, you will not be able to give up. You will be focused when the going gets tough. Yeah? Maintain your confidence and determination to achieve your goals. Avoid negative distractions and discouragement. The only way is up. The only way is up. So always look at your destination. Focus on your destination. Healthy relationship helps as well to succeed in life. The person you choose for a relationship may make you or break you. So be wise in choosing a partner. For instance, if you want to get married, marry to that person that can help you to move your dream up in life. Okay? It helps a great deal when your partner understands and embraces your visions. His or her support is invaluable. Carry your partner along for a long-term support and enhance and healthy relationship and moral support. All these things are very, very important for you to be successful in life. Healthy relationships. So for instance, if you want to go into a business, that means you're going to become an entrepreneur. If you're aiming to become or start your own business, that will make you an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur must be ready to make things happen, must have vision, and must be prepared to explore every opportunity to see the business through. So be exceptional in your business. Be identified by your uniqueness. Do not copy other people's ideas. Find your own niche. Be an expert at what you do and add value to people and the world at large. People that add value to people and world at large are the ones that are successful. Okay? Not people that are like copying people. So exercise your power to change the world. And your power are in this area. Power to communicate, power to negotiate, power to influence, power to make a change or difference. As you can see, Britain right now, we are struggling with power to negotiate on Brexit. Our Prime Minister, Theresa May, is struggling with negotiation skill, the power to negotiate with the European Union. And if this power to negotiate fails, then Britain is going to fail. If she can't get what she wants for UK, if she hasn't got this skill, this power to negotiate, then Brexit is going to be nowhere. It's going to make UK fall. So this power to change the world are the power to communicate, power to influence, and to make change. So you must really you must try to be articulate. You must try to be articulate because there's power in articulacy. There's power in being able to influence and to negotiate before you can make a change in the world. So you need to acquire knowledge, skills to transform your mind and character. And those essential skills are things like this. When you're going into a business, you want to become an entrepreneur, these are the essential skills that you need. First, you must also acquire career skills relevant to the job or business you want to do. But in addition to that, you need all these essential skills to become an entrepreneur. Negotiation skill, communication skill, leadership skill, organizational skill, resource allocation. This is where you need to know how to allocate the resources you have at hand. The cash you have at hand, the properties or whatever you want to use, the human resources you have, you need to have this skill. And then how to be able to have effective teamwork. All these skills are very, very essential. And quantitative analysis skill. You need all this to become a good entrepreneur. If you don't have this, then you will need to employ people who can help you to do it. And that is where you need people, because here you will need an accountant, or here you might need HR people, HR department. Here you need managers. Here you will need maybe secretaries. Here you will need maybe communication director. Here you will need, or here you might need like computer people for computer communication skills within the organization. So here you're going to need people, but you yourself, you need to have at least elements of all these essential skills to be able to move you forward. So business tips. Here are the business tips. I'm not going to go through all these slides for the tips in business because I want you to have time for yourself to go through this video again so you can read through these slides about business, the business tips I'm going to give you. You need to have a business plan. Have a business plan for your business if you're going to become an entrepreneur. Business plan helps you to know if you have a viable business. Viability means that that the business will generate cash. The cash it needs to pay its bills, that is the overheads, and that you can survive on your own, and that business can survive on its own. So you need business plan because it's going to give you an idea of what amount of startup capital you need. So before you start, you need to have a business plan. So the business plan will help you to know how much money you need to start the business and to be able to carry the business forward for at least maybe a year or so, or 3 years, so you need to have this kind of business plan to help you. So you need to understand cash flow. Yes, if these are like terminologies that you're not familiar with, yeah, you can look it up. Because I'm an accountant, so I know what cash flow means, but some people might not know what cash flow means. So you need to read about it. Cash flow, you need to understand cash flow and where it is coming from. You cannot create a business plan unless you understand cash flow. Make sure you have enough capital to begin with. Make sure that your initial capital will last long enough to determine whether your business is viable or not viable. Don't be over optimistic with your expected initial cash flow. So if I'm talking to you right now, you don't know what cash flow means, go and read about it, learn about it. It's not a big deal. It's just like, it might just look like a big word to you, but it's not big word at all. It's only cash flow, the cash you need to move your business forward. Okay? So you need to understand your gross profit. Determine your gross profit. Again, if you're not familiar with this word, I want you to go and read about it. What is gross profit? Yeah. If you're not an accountant or you're not a business person, you might not know what gross profit means. Go and learn about it. It will help you to understand more about business. Okay. So gross profit is an important figure in any new business. Gross profit determines everything else about your business. So the amount of capital you need, the volume of sales, the overhead you can afford, and the time it will take to determine viability. Therefore, your gross profit is the profit you are left with when you subtract your cost of sales from your sales figures. So if your gross profit is expressed in the percentage of sales, you will get your gross margin. So the higher your gross margin, the fewer sales you need to cover your expenses and the longer your capital will last. If all these jargons that I've just talked about, you don't understand, go and read about it, because I'm using business terminology or accountant terminology, but they're just simple thing. When you read about it, you know that it don't really mean, it's not big. It's nothing scary. Okay. So you need to determine your gross profit. So your capital, you will need to protect your capital as in reserves. Focus on making more sales to boost your gross profit margin. Spend your capital on things you are certain will generate positive cash flow in the short term. So you should be racing at, increasing your cash flow, making money, making that cash. Anything that is going to, boost your cash is what you need to be doing when you have a business. So you need to be like, measuring your cash against your overheads, against your cost of sales every time to know that you're on the right track. So for you to break even, boost your sales figure by spending more time developing relationships with your highest margin customers. The customers that will bring you more money are the ones you must be chasing a lot more, are the ones you must be pleasing a lot more. Let the low margin customers be the ones to come to you. The ones that are not spending much money, let them be the one to come to you. The ones that are you're going to spend much money in your company are the ones you should be racing, you should be running to, or pleasing, or let your marketing be driven towards. Do not let your gross margin go down. Whatever you do, ensure you break even. Break even is like you do not make a loss. Whatever you spend and whatever is coming in, you do make a loss. You break even. Okay? All this terminology, again, if you don't understand, go and read about them for you to be able to understand. Because if you want to have a business, you need to understand all these terminologies. You need to anticipate change when you have a business. Be flexible to make necessary change. Nothing in life is fixed. No condition is permanent. You have to anticipate and recognize change in your business, either good or bad ones. Things do change. People change. Circumstances and opportunities do change as well. So therefore, do be quick to recognize these changes and be ready to deal with them. For instance, you may have employed 10 people to do a job for you, and everything is going okie-dory, everything is fine, and all of a sudden, 3 staff just come to your office and say, oh, sorry, we are giving you a resignation letter. We're not going to be working for you from today onwards. You need to be prepared for that. That's not going to be the end of the world for you if you had already prepared. So you need to be flexible. You need to anticipate change by, being able to study your environment, study your business, study your staff, and study the progress of whatever your services or whatever you're producing. calculate your possible risk and have an action plan for mitigations. So like if 3 people come to your office and say, manager, sorry, we want to leave your office today, we're giving you resignation. Always have a backup plan, an action plan for mitigation. Meanwhile, something like you already have agencies that you can call to quickly fill in their positions. So that is how to anticipate change. Now, identify your audience, which is like identify your potential customers. Find out who they are so that you could target them for marketing. Have a clear idea about who will buy your product or service and the reason why. Assess how you can get to these customers. So, who are your customers? By what method could you reach your customers? Marketing and delivery. So you need to think about marketing. You need to think about delivery. What social class does your customers fall into? Knowing this will influence and determine your pricing. Yeah. If you know that you're going to be producing something that you know rich people want. Yeah. So if rich people are the one you're targeting and you're not pricing your market so low, even though they need that services or that product, because of the price you put in there, that price is low, you might not be able to attract them, because rich people have mentality of buying expensive things. They believe in the higher the price, the better it is, or the better the quality. So if you are like targeting rich people, you have to determine your pricing. Know that you cannot just put any price in there. You need to boost your price. Okay? Find a gap in delivery services and fill that gap. For instance, if you're running a car wash business where you and your competitors wait for customers to bring their cars to your yard for wash, you might add another method of serving them by providing like home service, whereby you appoint some of your employees to take home service orders, and they will go to customers' home to wash their cars for them. The same idea may be used if you are running an hairdresser salon or any business, So you need to fill in a gap of delivery services. That is very, very important. Don't just, relax up with the contemporary, the normal way of delivering services to customers. Think about your customer. Think about another way of doing delivery, another way of marketing. Okay? Marketing. Choose effective marketing methods that could help you to reach your audience, which is what I've just mentioned. Make use of social media. Social media is very, very powerful nowadays. Yeah, you can use social media in various ways. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, every different ways, different methods of social media marketing is available for you there. Better still, don't ignore the power and effectiveness of face-to-face marketing. Because there's social media now, there's internet and everything, the power of face-to-face marketing is still very, very solid. Because when you know your customer one-on-one, face-to-face, they have that trust in you, they believe in you, rather than going online behind the screen, they don't know who you are. Okay, but when they know who you are, it's even more it's more effective. And later on, whatever product you're selling to them, you might now say, okay, go to my website to buy the product, or go on to my whatever to listen to whatever is there on my Instagram. Okay, but the bottom line is, once they know you face to face, it helps them to have that faith in you, that trust in your product, and then they cannot go onto your website and click onto the product or services and buy from you. Employee relation. You need to be able to employ skilled people to manage your business with you. The kind of people you employ determines your success in your business. Yeah, so skilled people are very, very essential. Offer trainings and development for staff. When you train your staff and you offer development for them, it motivates them, and it keeps staff motivated through various means. For instance, through trainings and development. Be open, be honest, and loyal to your staff. Respect your employees. When you're open and honest and loyal to your staff, you've created a small family environment in your business. So, and you must respect your employees as well. Some people have employees and they just maltreat them and then use them like slaves or whatever. With that kind of attitude, you're not going to go far with success. So you need to respect your employees. You treat them like normal human beings. What you cannot take for yourself, you don't do for your employees. That was a point in time. Let me just tell you this story quickly, if it's going to encourage you. I was working as an accountant for one property company in London here, and I was the only accountant for that organization. So, but it's a very small company though, compared to the other bigger companies I'd worked for in the past, before that. And this woman who happened to own this business, she's very rich and everything, and she has a secretary that will make her tea and everything. But I was the only black person in that organization. Anyway, everywhere I'd worked, I've always been the only black person. There was a point in time I was working for BBC and I was the only black person in my department. I worked for other businesses in UK, and every time I'm always the only black person in my department. And okay, at this point in time as well, for this organization, I was the only black person in the department, but it's a very small property company. And this manager, the owner of the company, she's very pompous and proud and everything, you know. But she's like my mommy's age. She's like the same age as my mom. So, you know, I'll just come to the office, do my work and everything, you know. Because where I was coming from is different from where she was coming from. She didn't have the huge what do I call it now? Huge corporate exposure kind of a thing. So she's just like concealing her own small company like that, being a boss and everything. So she will order people about and just talk to people anyhow, you know, how keep quiet, do my job. So one day, and I noticed that sometimes she will ask me to go and make tea for her. Okay, sometimes I would nicely say, okay, anybody wants tea, anybody want coffee, I will go and make it for them, you know, and I'll come back to my desk, I will be doing my work. Then I realized that she was doing it quite often, you know, and then she was not doing it authoritatively, like, oh, Dammy, you know, sometimes she would call me princess, or Dammy, just make a coffee for me or whatever. She would say it in a very rude way, you know, and then, or talk to her secretary in a rude way. For a very long time, I was like, I was sort of like, it's very funny now, even remembering it. I was watching her, but she didn't know I was watching her. You know, there's something called managing your manager. I tried to manage her in how to manage others, how to manage her staff, so that she doesn't lose staff and everything. But she was so pompous and everything, so proud, you know, even when she speaks, she thinks, you know. Anyway, now, one day, she now came to me in a very rude way as well. I said, oh, Dammy, I want tea. Can you make me tea? And she said in a very authoritative and mean way. I turned around to her and said, look, I'm an accountant for this organization. I'm not here to make you tea. I'm not here to make you coffee. Actually, what stops you from making tea for me? You can go and make tea for me. I actually want tea and coffee. You go and make my tea. Actually, to cut the long story short, we had a row. Okay, we had a row. That's because she's very, very disrespectful. And on the spot, the next day, I came back to work and I just gave her my resignation that I'm not going to be working for you anymore because you're so rude. But before I left, I tried to manage her. Look, don't continue to do this to your staff. She's already lost 2 PAs. Every time she'll have a new PA, because I was there for a couple of months, really, you know. And I'm like, she doesn't know how to manage her staff. And I try to help her, but she doesn't want to listen to correction. So when you disrespect your employees, you will lose your employees. Like the lady lost me, you know. And because when I was there, she was like happy that I was there. I tried to, you know, help her with all the paperwork that had been like flying about for 100 years and kind of a thing. But when she became very, very disrespectful, I had to tell her off and left the company for her. Okay? So you must learn how to respect your employees. It goes a long way with the success of the organization. You need to learn how to live through serving your subordinates. It is an effective way of being in control and achieve your goals. Delegate responsibilities and power to selected few that could take your business to a considerable height. Don't put everything to yourself. So you are the manager, you're doing everything by yourself. You need to be able to delegate responsibilities so you can be free as well, you know. And then the more you transfer knowledge to others, the more your company will expand. Okay, and the less stress you will become as well. For a new business, it will be cost effective to use part-time or commission staff in order to minimize overheads. So if you're a new business and you don't have enough money, or you're just starting out, you might just use part-time employees or people that are like self-employed. You know, you bring them in, they're gonna be or you put them on commission base. Okay. So you need to adopt a good attitude. You have to be nice, caring, and supportive and understanding. Like I said, if your attitude is negative or you're rude, you know, success is very far, far, far from you. So be transparent and be clear. Your payment, get paid on time. Make clear your business terms of payment and stick to it. So when you have a business, you have to have clear business terms of payment. Don't tell one customer to pay in 2 days and tell another customer to pay within 30 days. Make sure that you have a clear business terms of payment so that you don't get confused. So you tell customer, hey, oh, pay me every 10 days. You tell another one, oh, I don't mind to take the payment right now. No, you need to have a clear business terms of payment and stick to it, okay? So that you don't get confused. Use credit control methods to demand your payment. This will help your cash inflow and increase your gross margin. It helps you to keep control of your business and achieve your goals. This is very, very important. Patience is very, very important. Be patient while you're going through phases in business, because business comes with different kinds of challenges. Challenges, excuse me, I'm stammering again. So you need to be patient while you're going through phases. Calm down. Try and think through whatever the phase is, whatever the problem is, and then come up with solution. You cannot be too anxious or be too hasty to make decision. You have sowed your seed, which is your investment. Give your seed time to germinate, which is the cash inflow. Harvest your fruit, which is your profit. Resow your seed to generate more fruit, which is reinvestment. Okay? Keep some fruit aside for time of scarcity or rainy day. That is your reserve. So let me go over this again. So you need to make your investment. You need to, which is the seed you've sown. Then you need to have cash inflow. You need to harvest your fruit, which is your profit. You need to sow your seed, which is reinvestment. Then you need to have reserves. Okay? So whatever you do in life, when you invest, you must make sure that your investment brings you cash flow. Then the cash flow leads to your profit. And when you have for a profit and everything, make sure that you reinvest. You invest from your profit, okay? And then make sure you have reserves for rainy day. This is how to be successful in business. So do not procrastinate. Let your success story start from now. Do not procrastinate. Some people will say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I will do it next week. I'm going to do it 1 year's time. Do not procrastinate. Let your success story start from now. Okay? I pray all goes well for you. I pray everything goes well for your business, in your life, in your marriage, in whatever success you want to achieve in life. I pray all goes well for you. So thank you very much for watching. Keep well until next time. Thank you.